You may wonder if your partner, coworker, or family member is a narcissist. People diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder can be a bigger challenge. Having a narcissist in your life can be frustrating and emotionally challenging. Your relationship may revolve around them. You may feel judged and exhausted by their demands. In this podcast, Dr. Fumi Hancock will share her thoughts, experiences, and advice on how to deal with a narcissist.
When you deal with narcissistic people, that is the most difficult set of people that you can ever imagine dealing with. But this is from my own experience, because I was married to one. Even getting away from that became a 20-year battle. And but this is what I found out where I'm concerned. A lot of times as women, we think that we have this power, this extra power to be able to change somebody who is narcissistic. Perhaps it's that person at work, a manager at work, or perhaps it's even somebody that's closest to us. But here's the deal. You've got to take care of you, because when you're dealing with narcissistic people, they are very hard to outsmart, right? But calling them out is one of the things that have actually helped me a lot. They're very suave. They're very swift. People often look at them and say, whoa, they are great. They have the right words. They know the right words to say. The only person that knows who they are really is probably somebody that's closest to them. People on the outside see something completely different. And so for you, it's important that you take care of you first. Then you're able to even call it out. Often we're so afraid to call them, they call it their be you know what out. Because we are afraid of them, we are afraid of what they can do to us. But it's important that you learn to call it out. For example, there are those that I have on my caseload that I take care of. And they will come to me with all kind of stories. Believable stories. But I learned to just call it out. Because if you do not call it out, they're going to come back with another story, another story, another story, another story, till they kick you out of whatever it is that they want to get out of you. So number one, have strength. Find strength within yourself to love yourself enough. Now, we got to look at it in different ways. If you're talking about relationship, it's a little bit different from where you're talking about just a stranger out there that you know is narcissistic. A stranger out there that's narcissistic, just get away from their side and just keep it moving, because you're not going to convince them to be otherwise. But if you're dealing with somebody in the home, then you're at a cross path where you have to really decide, is this what you want for the rest of your life or not? Because narcissism is not something that you wish away. It's not something that you will away. But it's something that if you've chosen to stay with that person, that you've chosen to confront issues on a daily basis, because there will always be things to confront. We got for you to be able to find the right answer, I guess we have to know the circumstances. We have to know, are you talking about a child here that you can't get rid of? Are you talking about a husband that you can, maybe you can get rid of him? Or are you talking about a wife that, so those things are what is going to help you. Now, if the narcissistic person says they want help, they acknowledge that they are, and they are seeking help, that's a different story. But often they don't, because they don't even think, they think the whole world, is wrong and they're right. So you've got to determine, is this the kind of energy that you want for the rest of your life? Which is something I had to determine. For me, when I was married to one, I saw all the signs. And one of the signs was, he was very loving, daring, buying me all kind of stuff. And I thought he was caring. But when I look back now, it wasn't much of caring, it was control. But I did not see that as control, because I was young and I felt like, wow, he cared much about me. But when I look at it now, when you're married to somebody who is in, you know, in what do you call it, in magazines, buying your panties and buying all kind of stuff, I first thought that was cute. But now I know that's not cute. That was actually control. So you have to, I don't know. It's something that I do not pray my enemy to be a part of. That I'm writing a book on narcissism, and I think the more I write about it and the more I actually treat them in my clinic, the more I my eyes are really wide open, because there are just parts of them that you just cannot win. So which means your winning is you saying, is this what I want to live with for the rest of my life? If it's somebody who is a boss out at work, you have to call it out. And if others don't see it, then you want to say to yourself, is this something that I'm willing to just stick with because I want the job for the rest of my life? Or can I go and do something else? If it's a child, that makes it even more difficult. I have teenagers in my caseload that are like that, but their parents are learning to stand firm. They're now learning to say, when they come and give their own little story, they're learning to say, no, this is exactly what it is. It's not what you just said. This is what it is. Because they will bully you and bully you into, I don't know, into space or something. But their parents now, of the kids that I take care of, are learning, which was not what they were doing before. They were afraid of them, so that they let them get away with a whole lot of stuff, a lot of lies, a lot of stuff. But now the parents are learning to say, I hear what you said, and no, that's just Pinocchio. You just lied right there. And no, I'm not gonna stand for it. I'm not gonna stand for it. And so it all depends on what that relationship is to you, and if it's worth, spending all the rest of your life or eternity trying to change.